All right, there was an announcement last Thursday that went a bit under the radar for those not paying attention. Idaho Superintendent of Public Instruction, Debbie Critchfield, made it clear Idaho's social studies curriculum is going to get some help from a well-known and controversial media outlet known for spreading misinformation, or more delicately, content with questionable accuracy. Jennifer in Boise saw it. She sent us this. Please report on Critchfield's approval of PragerU curriculum. The curriculum is appallingly biased and a frighteningly slippery slope. Okay, so PragerU may sound like an institution of higher education, but it's not a university. It's a conservative content creator that describes itself as, quote, promoting American values through short educational videos, end quote. And they do this for kindergarten through 12th grade. But the educational part is what many refer to as the, well, head-scratching part. Maybe you've seen the PragerU video of two time-traveling kids who visit Christopher Columbus, who, when asked about his views on slavery, tells them, quote, being taken as a slave is better than being killed. No, I don't see the problem. Well, the point was to not judge events of the past by today's standards, but they take several liberties with the interpretation. And the point of no-profit PragerU is to combat what they call the left-leaning hijack of the American educational system, and they've been trying to get into schools for years. Well, it appears Idaho has become the 7th state to make this supplemental curriculum available to students.
I'm so excited about our partnership with Idaho.
Late last week,
return to civics education.
Idaho's Superintendent of Public Instruction,
I learned some things in a different way.
Released this video.
Oh, what a great way to explain that to a junior high kid.
Announcing the use of PragerU curriculum was now approved for Idaho schools. PragerU is the brainchild of its founder, Dennis Prager.
To the left, it's the liberal attitude toward race.
A conservative radio talk show host and author. PragerU consists of books and 5-minute online videos that try to explain the history of the world and the events and people involved.
It's very easy to critique and be critical of something that you have heard maybe online, or you've heard narratives attached to different things, but I went and investigated it myself.
Superintendent Critchfield told PragerU she showed the books to her family one weekend over the summer.
And they said, this is good. We like the way that it was presented, and I asked a few more questions.
So she then took them to her team. And the released video from last week, well, should tell you how that went.
So we will have links that will make the content available and accessible.
Those links include topics like, America must be colorblind.
Or it won't be America. There will still be a country that borders Canada and Mexico and sits between two oceans, but it won't be the nation envisioned by Thomas Jefferson in the Declaration of Independence.
In this lesson, Andre Archie, a Greek philosophy professor at Colorado State University, uses Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech as proof.
My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
King said those words in 1963. By the time Barack Obama became president in 2009, King's dream had been effectively realized. Yes, there were still individual racists, but racism was dead, universally discredited. No one who espoused overtly racist views was taken seriously in America.
Wait, they weren't?
I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
That is Charlie Kirk, the founder of the conservative student organization Turning Point USA, the multi-million-dollar nonprofit very comfortable in today's far-right world. In his video, Archie says racism returned with the death of George Floyd.
Floyd, a black man, died while in police custody in May 2020.
Actually, he was killed by a Minneapolis police officer, which sparked nationwide protests that summer against police brutality and racism. So to say it went away with the election of Obama is a bit of a stretch.
And if your concern is non-binary gender...
By the way, Charlie Kirk also has videos with PragerU.
It is about generating the interest, the conversations, and saying, what does the local community want to see in the classroom? How do we help support the teacher? And ultimately, it's about the kid.
Well, in our research today, we also found a video with Dennis Prager where he says Hitler was left-wing because he believed in socialism. I mean, after all, it's in the Nazi party name, right? The National Socialist German Workers' Party. and Hitler hated capitalism, so therefore he must be a socialist. That 2-minute video fails to mention the Nazi Party under Hitler had nothing to do with socialism and had everything to do with right-wing ultranationalism that was dedicated to racial purity and anti-Semitism. And of course, total political control. We did try to ask Superintendent Critchfield about this PragerU curriculum and her recommendation for Idaho schools. And while denying any availability for an interview, she did want to make it clear these are only supplemental materials which schools can use to support their existing core curriculum. It's not a replacement, but an addition, if they want to. The decision left up to local school districts and teachers. Opponents point out, however, if indoctrination is the concern in Idaho schools, well, PragerU isn't exactly not that.